Hey guys, welcome back to some more LA Noire, part 19 of our walkthrough. Today we start the first of our arson cases after the bombshell of the last episode. If you haven't seen that, please go and check it out now. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying. If you are, leave a like, don't do what somebody did, and within 10 seconds of last episode leave a dislike. That was rather disheartening, but anyway, I'll see you in the game for another case of LA Noire.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today.
How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps?
Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir. Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps.
Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
Well, there you go then. Let's head off to our new job in arson. And I think this is a totally different location as well.
And a moth.
Obviously we had Hollywood for Vice and Central for the first two. I think this one's Wiltshire or something like that. So here we go. Let's leave. And obviously we're a laughing stock now. We don't have the nice car Royale. We just have to get on with it. Come on, go back a page. There we go. Go to the Steffens one. Is it going to be silent all the way?
How long have you been working?
Oh!
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station, chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody. That somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
Yeah, we drove past it, but at least we got to hear the little bit more dialogue. And here we are.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And come home with this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Right then. Let's go and look for clues. Something totally different here. I'm not looking at bodies or anything like that. Just simply having to have a little look around.
Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Well, we got that wrong, didn't we? Never mind. What's this? Just chandelier, I think, or candle holder. Or candlestick, I guess, is the name of it, isn't it?
It doesn't appear to be connected.
No, it's going to be difficult to find clues, isn't it? What's that?
Not sure this means much.
Nope. So maybe I guess it was
Not everything here is
bad cop that we were meant to go for on that one. I just thought the guy was being quite sincere, so believed him. Right, we'll head over here. Just don't know what we're meant to be looking for. He's looking at something over here.
I hate what's happened to these people as much as you do. It's a police matter now.
Fair enough. What's around here? Anything? What's this? Nope, can't look at that. This is all very odd.
We solved the case. Books on our file.
Where are all the clues? He's looking at something. Over here. I'm walking around the side of the house. There's got to be something to find. I literally don't think there is. I always found the arson cases the most difficult to actually do anything with. At least with a murder scene, you kind of know what you're looking for. Even a drug scene. Well, what's this?
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Maybe that's it. It is. Fair enough. Let's go to the phone. It's quite a distance away. Everybody hates us now, by the way. Which I guess you'd expect at the time. And it's a moral story to everybody, isn't it? Or lesson, I should say.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks for your help.
Right then, let's head to the other fire before we head there, just in case they're connected in any sort of way. And then we'll head to the suburban redevelopment. So I think we'll drive to this one as well. Why not? And go to this. And let's go.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Don't think we're going to get much conversation out of Biggs, are we? It's a shame, really. I did used to like the conversation in the car between the Phelps and his partner. So yeah, let's head this way. But it's in a completely new area of LA. If we look on the map, you can see we're sort of up here. That's Hollywood, I think. We're down in the middle at Wiltshire, and then Central is further down this way. It is a massive map actually for the time. So great stuff on Rockstar for making this game and making it so big. Just turn up the volume a little bit. I turned it down for an F1 video I did the other day, so sorry if you haven't been able to hear the dialogue as well. Just turned it up a little bit for you, so hopefully you can hear it a bit better now. So here we come, round the final corner, and we're going to park up at this, I think Sullivan's was the name of it. Oh, you can see it there, it's very burnt, isn't it? Left again. Apparently we can't just do that. It doesn't even have a... Oh, I think we go in the wrong car, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Hey, another one?
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Interesting. So there's 4 people dead, which is a shame. Is that Carruthers? I think it is.
Mal.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater?
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
How awful.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Alright then. See if we can get to the... Oh, what's this?
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire. Hurry, you can still catch him.
It's always us that has to do the running, isn't it? Well, that was creepy how he was just watching.
Stop! LAPD!
See.
We've got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there!
Come on. Nearly got him. Come on. There we go. Ouch.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
I don't think we've finished here yet. To be honest with you. I think there's more stuff to find. Let's have a look. Because we didn't have a look inside, did we? So we'll check that out before running into anything else. Yeah, we already looked at that, didn't we? What about inside? Is there anything inside here? No, nothing like that. And there's one of them books again. Don't know what that is. Get out of the way. Clock. Guess gives the time of the fire. 20 to 5 at night.
What now?
It's got to be worth checking out the agent that issued those tickets.
Right. Maybe there were. We did find all the clues. Should we try and nick this? Ah, we can't. That's such a shame. Right. He can drive to the next place. Can't be bothered to drive to this one. Let's go for it.
You drive. I need to go over
Gulliver's Travels Agency. Here we go. Look at him running. Here we go. Off to the agency now. And it is a bit of a coincidence that both these families won competitions and both the houses got burnt down. So maybe they're conspiring with the suburban redevelopment. That's absolutely terrifying.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that? Here they are. Steffens. The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the
50?
door.
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right. Yeah,
that was fantastic.
Poorer, but great.
That was fantastic. Right, let's head to the next place. Suburban redevelopment, that's where we're headed next.
Let me guess. You want to check out the suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Herschel.
Fun fact, the building that my lectures take place in at university is called the Herschel Building, so there you go, must have been named after this guy, Herschel Biggs. We're not responding to any of those things. Make sure we turn left soon. And head to Suburban Redevelopment. It has to be said that they are looking very, very much like they're involved in this, and I guess we know that they're involved. It's just going to be very difficult to prove, but at least we got told by that guy about their involvement, so hopefully we can turn this around and get some good evidence against them. I didn't think it was going to be this far away, otherwise I would have made Biggs Drive, but we're getting a nice little run around in the car, having a look at this new location, and we're nearly there. I bet you this isn't a real address, you know.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind. Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy?
Dear me.
You like to leave your mark, don't you?
Alright, hold on. I want to see how far away this is. It's not that far. If we turn left, then right, and then right again, that's not too far, so... yeah.
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Yeah, he seemed like a good guy, didn't he? Lynch guy. We've got Siri going again. I'm sure that's happened in another episode. Sorry about that. I think it's because it's on charge, so when you go, "Hey Siri," it'll turn on. There you go. Ah dear. Oh dear. That's funny. Anyway, we're nearly there now, and we can go and see the fireman.
You chase autographs every night. You write fan mail in the day.
Where's your respect for property?
Big hidden scrapbook. Yeah,
here we are. Only one fire truck, eh?
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Oh no. I wasn't listening to him. I think that goes there. I think that goes there.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
That goes there, I think, and that goes there. Is that correct? Apparently not. He said it needs to be near the coil. We'll put that there.
The regulator's in position.
Okay, so that means that goes there. Oops. Oh, what's he doing? Ah. Go on. There you go. Put that there. And put that there.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Sounds terrifying.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Time to go. No doubt that's going to be the topic of conversation, what show they go to together. Right then, where are we headed now?
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Interesting. Oh god, oh my word. That was close. I think they're up here somewhere. Maybe called it a bit early. I think maybe the next one would have been the one to take, but never mind. We'll go and do that now.
Please.
Brilliant driving, as you know, from me in LA Noire. Let's turn left here. Try and beat the tram. Now that wasn't my fault. The camera just didn't move in time. We're having a lot of encounters with trams today. Try to bash it off the rails, but knowing these games probably wouldn't happen. And here we are at InstaHeat now. Right then, let's head in.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
He's only a writer. He can't really help him.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
You're a couple of slaves.
Is it this way?
Well, you don't see that every day.
Is it in?
Not on your life, Buster.
Nope. Where are we going? This way, maybe?
Sounds dangerous.
I'm gonna make him take me to the...
It's toilets. Not that way. Where? Ah, there we go.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited?
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then.
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, we got that question wrong. Maybe we could have used the fact that it was recently serviced. I don't know where... there's his phone.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective. Run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald.
He's going a bit quick, isn't he?
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Ray. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Right then.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick. Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Was the one Valor, wasn't it? There you go, Varley.
A company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Whoops.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
I think Varley first, because he seems the most likely. I'm really stuck on how to get out of this place. Right, so through here,
How's that
Through
just been
here.
paid look about him?
Right. Oh. Don't know what's happened here. What's happened? Right then, I think
you're behind the wheel.
We're going here first.
Where are we headed? Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Seems like a nice guy, this Biggs.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Oh, it's R2 to sprint, not X. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to kill him, I meant to shoot him in the leg, just wound him.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
I wonder if we can fire like a warning shot. Apparently not. Nah, you can't shoot him in the leg, unfortunately. I don't know what the sort of white circle is.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Let's just chase after him. Seems well behaved.
Running forever.
Is he gonna get in the car? I think so. Nothing through yet. I don't know what that does. Could be helpful though. Let him get into some clear space and then do it. Come on.
Stop or I will shoot!
There we go. Nice warning shot, eh?
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Don't think it was him.
You can drive.
Now for the next one, I think Clemens is the next one. Time to go.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
You have a real viper's nest at Insta-Heat, don't you? Arsonists, murderers, communists.
What's that got to do with me? You can't prove I'm behind all that.
Let's go for that.
Look, I've been cooperative. How about letting me get back to work?
You were licensed and worked for Insta-Heat?
I contract for them. So what?
You like fires, don't you, Clemens? You serviced the house on Kenmore Avenue. You manipulated the regulator valve.
I don't remember even working a job on Kenmore Avenue, much less sabotaging the place. What proof have you got?
Now then. Heater serviced by Ryan. Heater serviced by Varley. Okay. So, I think it's this, maybe?
I do a day's work for a day's wage. That's what I do. You got a problem with that?
We've completely messed this up.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
This one's definitely.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
It's got to be this one this time, hasn't it?
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
Clemens, for someone with your record, I would expect a little more cooperation.
You didn't do that well there, unfortunately.
You know the way. You can drive.
So, the guy that's most unlikely seems the most likely right now. Time to go. And hopefully we can stop him before another house blows up. It's gonna blow up, isn't it?
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs. Arson Squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
He's gonna run.
I said,
son of a bitch.
It was just so obvious. And here we go, time for some wonderful car chases.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Just ran somebody over.
Get in close and steer him off the tar.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
So much for never firing his weapon. He's firing it willy-nilly now.
Lay into his wheel well. Come on. Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move
Come on.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in the room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
He's a good shot, this guy. There we go.
Hands behind your head. Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys.
Can you drive to this one?
Let's get to the station and close this case.
Time to go. I'm pretty sure it is Ryan, to be honest with you, rather than any of the others.
want to stop him with one round.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
I'm trying to imagine you with a personality.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Ooh, this is difficult. Do we go for that, or do we go for the heater service?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
I'm trying to imagine you with a personality.
Yeah, I don't think we can charge him just yet.
Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
So it's this way, apparently. It's not quite in there. It's not in there.
I want to make.
Where are we headed? Interview room 2. Here we go.
Need a drink.
We have Matthew Ryan in
jitters
custody,
again.
Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe.
I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Why are you lying to me, Barley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though, because he still wouldn't sell.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
So it is accused.
Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh? You're saying I'm some kind
Damn
of
it.
for hire? It's not true.
I'm charging him.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
I don't know if that was the right one, but I feel like it was.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Well, apparently we did it wrong. Oops. So it must have been right then. Fair enough. I don't know what else we could have done there. I don't know whether that's a scripted thing or not, but we've got another one of the Japanese segments.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Very interesting indeed. I'm guessing that that's going to be the last thing before the next one, and it is. So if you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. It really does mean a lot for me, and it really does help out the channel as well. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.